Level 1, the day the world changed. The newspaper trembles slightly in your hands. Across the front page, one headline dominates everything: attack on Pearl Harbor. Warships burning. Dive bombers plunging from the sky. In just a few hours, the Pacific has turned into a battlefield. You stare at the photographs in silence. Thick columns of black smoke rise above the harbor as sailors race across the decks trying to save whatever they can. Something shifts inside you in that moment. The streets of your town are suddenly filled with restless voices. Men argue outside radio shop windows. American flags appear in windows almost overnight. Posters begin showing up on telephone poles. The Marines want you. You study the uniform printed on the paper. Broad shoulders. A steady posture. Eyes fixed toward the Pacific horizon. The war no longer feels far away. It has a name. It has an enemy. It has a place on the map. And now it seems to offer a clear path for you. Your heart starts beating faster. It isn't fear. It's something stronger: determination. Because in that moment you realize something simple: the world has changed. And if someone is going to cross the ocean to fight for it, that someone might be you. Level 2, the decision. The line outside the recruiting office wraps around the corner. Young men your age stand quietly, some trying to look confident, others clearly nervous. The poster on the wall makes the destination clear: United States Marine Corps. You know exactly what that means. The Marines don't promise comfort. They promise war. The sergeant behind the desk glances up for a moment, studying each man who walks through the door. You could still turn around. Walk back home. Let someone else fight this war. Or you could step forward and accept that your life is about to change forever. This is the first moral choice the system demands. And the system rewards men who decide quickly. You sign the paper. The pen feels heavier than it should. Because that signature doesn't buy glory. It buys responsibility. In that moment, you officially belong to the United States Marine Corps. Level 3, the training that breaks men. The first shout comes before sunrise. A drill instructor storms through the barracks like a hurricane. Lights snap on. Boots slam against the wooden floor. Move! 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 You're still trying to figure out where you are when you're already running. This is the first shock of the Marine system. Nothing here is comfortable. Nothing here is slow. Nothing here is optional. You run miles carrying heavy gear. Crawl through mud while live rounds crack overhead. You learn to disassemble a rifle in the dark. One mistake, 10 push-ups. Another mistake, 100 more. The goal isn't just to teach skills. It's to see who breaks first. Days blur together between shouting, marches, and rifle drills. Sometimes it feels like your body has reached its limit. But when you look around, every man beside you is pushing through the same exhaustion. Strangers begin to trust each other. You run together. Fail together. Keep going together. And something rare begins to form, something stronger than simple friendship. Brothers in war. Level 4, baptism by fire at Guadalcanal. A transport ship cuts through the Pacific toward a jungle-covered island, Guadalcanal. The deck vibrates slightly beneath your boots as the coastline slowly appears on the horizon. No amount of training truly prepares someone for this moment. Part of you believes you're ready. Another part knows you aren't. The first gunshot echoes through the trees before you even see the enemy. The jungle erupts with sound. Machine guns. Grenades. Shouting. Your body reacts automatically, exactly as the instructors trained you. But your mind is split. One thought tells you to advance. Another quietly asks whether you're going to survive this island. Your squad gets pinned down behind an enemy machine gun position. No one wants to be the first to leave cover. You feel fear rising in your chest. But responsibility pushes harder. You move. Grenades fly forward. the explosions shake the ground beneath your boots. When the smoke clears, the enemy position has gone silent. Your squad advances again. Weeks later, after brutal fighting in the campaign known as the Battle of Guadalcanal, your name appears on a short list of field promotions. Nothing dramatic. Just a small new stripe on your uniform. Corporal. Level 5, Learning to Lead. Now the system begins to look different from where you stand. Before, everything felt like chaos. Now you begin to see the hidden structure inside the war. Each squad is a moving piece. Each platoon pushes those pieces forward. When every part works together, an entire island can fall. As a squad leader, you start giving orders instead of just following them. Men listen. They trust your decisions. That trust creates something unexpected in the middle of war, a sense of control. But it also brings a heavier responsibility. Level 6, the Hell of Iwo Jima. Your next landing takes place on a volcanic island rising from the Pacific, Iwo Jima. The ramp of the landing craft drops. Black sand stretches across the beach. Volcanic hills rise in the distance. For a moment, the island feels strangely quiet. Then the battlefield explodes. Machine guns open from the slopes. Artillery hidden in underground tunnels begins firing. The fight that history will remember as the Battle of Iwo Jima quickly becomes one of the most brutal battles of the entire war. Every bunker must be destroyed one by one. Every yard of ground costs lives. You shout orders while your squad moves through craters and explosions. Days stretch into weeks. Reports move up the chain of command. Your name appears more than once. Recognition within the company. Recommendations for greater responsibility. You are no longer just a Marine in training. You are now a combat veteran. Level 7, the Peak at Okinawa. When the next promotion comes, it carries a heavier weight, Sergeant. Now you lead multiple squads. The war continues pushing closer to Japan. The next battlefield is even larger, Okinawa. The operation will later be known as the Battle of Okinawa. At first, the beaches seem strangely quiet. But veterans know how to recognize a trap. The fighting drags on for weeks. Heavy rains turn the ground into deep mud. Artillery shakes the island day and night. You coordinate attacks. Position your men. Try to keep morale alive while casualties continue to rise. Part of you begins to believe you may have finally learned how to survive this war. You survived Guadalcanal. You survived Iwo Jima. Now you lead Marines through Okinawa. But the system of war never promises safety. Only continuation. Level 8, when the war ends. The gunfire slowly begins to fade. The news moves down the chain of command in cautious whispers at first. Rumors spread across the units. Then the confirmation finally arrives. Japan has surrendered. The war is over. Some Marines celebrate. Others simply sit in silence. For years, life followed a simple structure. Mission. Objective. Next island. Now that structure disappears almost overnight. No new landings. No new orders. And when the noise of war finally stops, memories begin to return. Faces of men who fought beside you. Quick conversations before battles. Names that no longer answer during roll call. Level 9, the system remains. Months later, ships begin carrying troops back home. When you finally step onto American soil again, everything feels quieter than you remember. Smaller somehow. Your uniform is still there. The medals too. But you understand something most civilians never truly see. War creates entire systems. Rules. Hierarchies. Purpose. Inside that system, ordinary men become soldiers. Leaders. Veterans. The war may be over. But the United States Marine Corps still exists. New recruits continue to arrive. Training camps continue to operate. New generations learn the same rules: discipline, sacrifice, loyalty. Because systems like this are not built for just one war. They exist for the next one. And somewhere in the country, a young man is standing in front of a recruitment poster. Maybe he feels the same mix of fear and determination you once felt. And the moment he walks through that door, the system will be waiting.